What is my purpose? As a Christian, there might not be a more important question to answer. I know I have questioned my role, my calling, God's mission for my life on more than one occasion. Whether you are a new believer or seasoned saint, the answer to this question may often feel more elusive than we would like. Honestly, it can feel a little overwhelming at times. Maybe you felt that way too. Fortunately, the Bible has a lot to say about finding our purpose. No, it may not spell it out as directly as we might like. Each of our callings are unique after all. But it does give us guidance in how to discover our purpose. Take a look at this. Before Jesus left this earth, he gave his followers a command and a commission. The command was to love God with all of our heart, soul, and mind, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. The commission was to make new disciples and teach them to follow this simple command. In other words, our first purpose is to live our lives in a way that ensures that the worship of God and the mercy of God would be everywhere. We are called to partner with God in His redemption of humanity, which is pretty awesome when you think about it. But that still begs the question, what is my part in that partnership? Honestly, I'm still figuring out what my part looks like exactly, and I probably always will be. Sometimes it can feel difficult to hear specifics from God, but we do find some helpful advice in the story of Samuel. Let me show you what I mean. As a young boy, Samuel lived and served with the priest Eli at the tabernacle of the Lord in Shiloh. During those days, messages and visions from the Lord were uncommon. No one was doing much hearing of God. One night, Eli and Samuel had already gone to bed. Samuel was sleeping in the tabernacle near the ark of the Lord when suddenly a voice spoke his name. "Samuel, Samuel," it said. So Samuel got up and ran to Eli, thinking he had called him. But Eli, who had been asleep, had said nothing. So he just sent Samuel back to bed. Once more the voice called out to Samuel, and once more Samuel got up and went to Eli, only to be sent back to bed yet again. No sooner had he laid back down did the voice come a third time. Again Samuel hurried to Eli. "Here I am," he said. "Did you call me, teacher?" This time, Eli realized it was God that was talking to Samuel. He sent him back to bed with these instructions, that if the voice came again, he should simply reply, "Speak, Lord, your servant is listening." And sure enough, when Samuel laid back down, the Lord came and spoke again. "Samuel, Samuel," he said. And this time, Samuel was ready. "Speak, your servant is listening." God did speak with Samuel that day, and he continued to speak with Samuel for the rest of his life as he grew to be a great prophet of the Lord, all because he chose to listen. The same is true of us today. If we want to begin to discover the role God wants us to play in His redemptive mission, perhaps the best place to start is with the words of Samuel. "Speak, Lord, your servant is listening."